T-Fit here with Fit Bully TV. Well, welcome back. Look, we haven't had a lot of time to put together any really Fit Bully TV videos. We've been still catching up from the California trip, which was January 28th, all the way through for 10 days after that. I think up to February 7th or something, I can't remember. That being said, in today's episode, what you're going to see is Stan get Ego going. You're going to see some small clips of him working with Jamarcus. Everyone around me that's a part of my program gets into a role, and it's important that they know their role, and it's important that they learn and continue to practice that role over and over again. Part of my job as the leader, if you would, is to make sure that the dogs that are in my possession, which are normally the best 5, have the capability just to highlight what it is I'm attempting to do. I repeat, I've bred for years now, and I stopped breeding, but every time I bred, I got the result I wanted because I believe I know how to breed. That being said, the world does not need another dog. It's nice to have them, great to have puppies, but there's a lot of people, unfortunately, who are getting into the so-called dog game to play the dog game, and that's to play with money, and it's never funny when you're playing with someone's life. And in this case, as I've told my kennel partners and everyone else around me, we will breed as we see fit, and we will make choices to better the breed in any breed we get involved with. Every dog we have in the future will not always be a bully. That is Tron back here making noise if you hear the bowl moving around or somebody licking and carrying on. But we will attempt to improve our dogs and other dogs' overall quality of health and life. Bruh. So, again, I take the initiative, or I take the necessary steps to work my dog. Feed my dog in ways that it needs to be fed. Your dog needs its mind, body, and spirit properly led so it can go on to do great things. And if something were to happen to you and you need to put that dog in another person's home, where would you put it? If it has a bad attitude, if you can't vouch for it, if you don't know what it's capable of, if you don't push it to its limits, that's what I love about my dogs. I had pit bulls back in the day that my 90-year-old grandmother could manage. I had told the story here, and I might just drop it at the end of this particular episode, where I was at the gym and I bred a dog, and a guy literally left the gym with my dog, and I can't remember his name to this day. And that was number 10 out of the litter on Thanksgiving. And all I remember is a guy who did know him. When the dog unfortunately passed away, he called me saying, "Hey, he's crying, Trev. He wants to know if you have anything else you could send his way." And guess what? Unfortunately, in roughly, I'd say under 6 months, I got the phone call that he too had passed. Very sad. That being said, what you're going to see is us working with Ego, us creating drive in Ego, us training Ego. We could go from the drop of this video, Ego didn't do well outing. Outing means he's biting on the rope, and then I have to say out. Out means he releases unless I give him a keyword, which is his word is work, to get going, to get after it. Night and day. Night and day. Why? Because we practice. I've been gone for some time and traveled for far too long, and I miss some opportunities to do what? Work my dog and make my dog a better dog. But we're back. Well, I'm back. And so we're in the phase 2 of what I call bonding with your dog. I go through an extensive process with my dogs to ensure that their overall health and wellness and mind is properly taken care of. So I'm going to continue to drop videos and content information. Tron! You wasn't chewing on that dude when I came in here, man. To show you and talk to you a little bit about bonding for those who want to get into the working space and really want to teach the dog how to love. I personally, as I also said, choose to deal with Stan Smith from Iron Sharp Canine because I was trained around dog men. These are men who just love their dogs, and in loving their dogs, I didn't even know prong collars or e-collars were like a thing. Because when the man told a dog go sit down, the dog went to go sit down or go lay down or relax. Those kind of men I was raised around. And so to get into this part of the dog training has been interesting to say the least. And to learn more about dog behavior. Bruh. this dude, I'll tell you, this dude was not, he's quiet as a mouse. That's how dogs, this is when you know your dog wants attention. He turn around as soon as you come in the room. In the cage, he start acting crazy, start making a bunch of noise because he wants to be out or he wants to be seen, he wants to be heard. That's how they are when they love you to death and want to spend time with you. Gia whines if I'm in the room. Why? Because she wants to lay down with me and relax. She's like a real life baby. She acts crazy when she's with the other dogs, and then the minute you pick her up, she just, you know what I mean? But anywho, I'm going to be talking about bonding with your dog, things that you can do, and it's going to annoy people and irritate people, and some people are going to disagree, which is fine. We all got our thing. My dogs are to be better than me, so I keep pushing my dogs to be better than me. I only want the best of dogs and breed the best of dogs, so when I send a dog off, I can vouch for that dog. I have no interest in doing this for money. Do my dogs cost money? Absolutely. What do they start at? Lowest 3,000, depending on what we're breeding, upwards of 10. And that's if you can convince me to sell them. Dogs like Ego, they'd never leave. You couldn't give me $1 million to buy that dog because the money wouldn't be just. I know how to make $1 million. Therefore, the dogs do not make or break me, but they do make me a better person. And as long as my dogs continue to make me better, I know that they'll make other people better. So hopefully, again, you take something from this and everything we're trying to do in teaching you to be a better owner, handler, and lover of your dog. Stay tuned. And as I said, take care of your dogs. And if you have questions, subscribe, like, comment, share, email, reach out. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, any platform where you see me and my dogs. And I'm happy to reach out and help in whatever way, shape, and form. I'll be definitely talking way more about dog nutrition because the only thing more expensive than these dogs is taking care of them. So stay tuned, people.